What's up guys, I guess it's time for your weekly dose of urban news. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. Madrid Metro has unveiled design of future self-driving trains for the existing Ring Line 6, which with a length of 23.5 kilometers and 28 stations carries 110 million passengers annually, which makes it the busiest line in the entire network. A 1:1 scale model of the new train will be exhibited for a month in the Central Plaza de Colón. The contract for the supply of 46-car trains was won by the Spanish company CAF. The trains are designed to carry up to 1,400 passengers with the maximum speed of 110 km per hour, which is about one-third faster than the previous trains. They are equipped for fully automatic operation in accordance with the level of automation GOA 4, and for this purpose the Ring Line 6 is being extensively reconstructed with the new signaling technology and redesign of all platforms. Excited crowds gathered under warm and mostly cloudy skies to welcome Sound Transit's two newest light rail stations as the 3.4-mile extension of the regional system pushed deeper into this east side city, a once rural redoubt of the northern tip of Lake Sammamish. This expansion cost a total of $1.2 billion, giving us a price of $218 million per kilometer. The addition of these two stations will also allow the regional commuters to access Redmond's many bike routes, large shopping center, local restaurants, and the 640-acre Marymore Park, which is the most visited park in King County. The new stations are the first to be built with funds allocated for the $54 billion light rail expansion approved by voters in 2016. In parallel with this, Redmond's residential construction is booming. In recent years, 5,000 new apartments have been built within a half-mile radius of the central station, and another 4,000 are under construction. And now city officials hope that the extended line will boost real estate interest in the area even more. Vancouver may eventually have the tallest building in Canada with the highest publicly accessible observation deck. The proposed tower, 103 in the new complex, will be 315 meters tall with a glass-domed observation deck at 305 meters. Of course, the CN Tower's observation deck is taller, but technically it is not considered as a building, but a freestanding structure. Actually, I don't think this will bother tourists who goes to see the panoramas, but anyway. In addition, if this tower were built today, it will become the tallest building in Canada, surpassing first Canadian place in Toronto, which is 298 meters tall. The only public observation deck in Vancouver at the moment is the Lookout, located atop the Harbour Centre Tower, just 2 blocks from the proposed towers. Although it generated much excitement when it was officially opened in 1977, its appeal and significance has since diminished as the surrounding skyline has changed, with numerous towers of equal or greater height limiting its once panoramic views. The new observation deck will be housed under a high-ceiling glass dome, completing the tower's architectural concept inspired by a sponge reef. It will contain an airy interior space designed to accommodate a green garden under the sky and a water feature. Meanwhile, Alstom recently delivered the first driverless metro train from a new order 183 cars for the Grand Paris Express system. Of these, 152 trains will consist of 6 cars 108 meters long and with a capacity of up to 960 passengers, designed for lines 15, 16, and 17, while line 18 will have up to 37 shorter 47-meter long trains with 3 cars that can carry up to 350 passengers. By the way, the Grand Paris Express is, without exaggeration, a real mega project for the Paris metro expansion, which includes construction of 4 new lines as well as extension of the existing lines 11 and 14. In general, 200 kilometers of new tracks, mostly underground, and 68 new stations are to be added, serving a projected 2 million passengers daily. After more than 6 years of construction work with the tunnel boring machines and station construction, the lines are now entering a less visible but technically challenging phase of integration and testing of critical systems. The phase launch of the new lines is expected to take place by 2030. Mexico City officially opened the first section of the new 18.5-kilometer BRT trolleybus line, which was built over 3 years. New line connects Chalco and Santa Marta, serving 10 of the most densely populated municipalities in Mexico City. The opening ceremony was attended by Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, who initiated the project when she was mayor of the Mexican capital. So far, passengers will be able to use 9 stations and another 6 stops are still under construction. The line will be served by about 100 trolleybuses. The news is good, of course, but looking at this photo, I would like to ask why. Of course, maybe I don't get it, but to me it looks way over-engineered, because a trolleybus on such a massive overpass looks quite a strange combo. Couldn't they just run at the ground level? Although perhaps all this was built with the idea of running a metro on this overpass someday, and then it probably makes sense. And now it's a collaboration time in which Bastian Cabello will give us an overview of the largest urban projects in Santiago, Chile.
Santiago de Chile, one of the biggest cities in South America and the capital of the #1 country on the Human Development Index in Latin America, is known all over the world for its massive projects and infrastructure. I'll show you real quick the main urban mega projects that are being developed here. First of all, we have the metro. As of right now, 2025, it's the biggest metro system in South America with its 8 lines. But in the next year, it will add 5 new lines to the system, with automatic electric trains that run on renewable energy, innovations like walls on the stations, all types of payment systems, total integration with bikes and buses. This system is as good as it gets. Its massive expansions go hand in hand with the electric public buses that cover the city, making Santiago the city with the most electric buses in the world after Chinese cities. Also, Santiago has a sophisticated highway system with different radial lines and main highways that circle the city. In 3 years from now, the missing part of the circle highway will be completed, burying the highway underground, leaving space for parks and bike lanes on the surface. A new circle highway, which is way bigger than the last one, is projected for the future, and we're about to start building it on the south. And when it comes to the radial highways, we have the South-North Highway that in 2030 will have a big chunk of it buried under a massive park that will unite 2 parts of the city that have been separated since the construction of the highway. And the last big development I'd like y'all to know is the housing mega projects. We have multiple master plans around the country, planned by public entities and made by private companies, as we do here. And Santiago will have Parque Bicentenario Cerrillos with dozens of towers, a massive park, commerce and new bus routes. We'll have Ciudad del Niño that consists of 22 towers of housing and a lot of public space, inspired off of social housing projects in Germany and the Netherlands. And finally, La Platina, which will transform a big chunk of the city from one of the poorest places in the country to a middle-class neighborhood, with tons of vegetation and integration with the metro system. Those were some of the projects we'll have in this developing nation. If you want to get to know more about our mega projects, you can go watch the video, The Most Ambitious Mega Projects in Chile, in my channel Bastian Cabello. Take care.
And that's all the news for this time. By the way, if anyone is interested, I always add links to these sources in the video description. So thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.